know my hair looks a little crazy right now. How are you guys on this blessed and amazing Wednesday? Wednesday. We're going to lunch and learn today. It is 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. I believe that would be 11:30 Central Standard Time. I'm going to see if I can get my live feed to act correct today and see if I can grab a hold of my business partner. What's going on, Liz? Awesome deal, Sislin. Let me see if I can see the area to invite you. And then also let me get it pulled up on the computer here so I can see what I need to see. Let me mute that out here. Let me get the volume turned up here. Not the ringtone, the volume. Let me know when you see me. What's going on, Kirk Wheeler? Thank you so much for being coachable, teachable, trainable, and posting your one for catching us live. So let me try and get you invited, Liz, so we can get started. It's adding you. What's going on, Red Mac? What's going on, Natasha? Thank you guys for being coachable, teachable, trainable, and posting that one for catching us live. You're going to see me multitasking here, going back and forth. Check. There she is. What's going on, Liz?
Hey, Martina, how are you?
I am doing absolutely amazing today. How are you?
I'm good. I'm in the car today. Just finished at the hairdresser, so I said, okay, I got to get in the car and do this.
Awesome deal. Awesome deal. It doesn't matter where we lunch and learn, as long as we lunch and learn and we get to the real information. That's all that matters.
That's right.
So I am trying to get our notes pulled up here on my screen and making sure that I can see the comments as well. And then we will be able to get started. Definitely continue to post your one for being coachable, teachable, trainable, and watching us live. Thank you so much for following very simplistic directions, you guys. I appreciate it. That lets us know not only can you read, but you can follow directions, which means you can grow. So I know that we had an amazing time last Wednesday, Liz. We had some technical difficulties when we first started, but I'm glad to see that is not the case today. So I am pulling it up on the screen, and I'm seeing that everything seems to be functioning pretty well. You have a strong signal where you are, so that's good. I'm here at the house, and I have it set to do not disturb. You know, sometimes I don't remember that, but I think I have it set straight today. So we should be good to go. Welcome, Millionaire. Thank you for being coachable, teachable, and trainable, and posting your one for watching us live. Vane Lorenzo Baker out of Summerville, South Carolina. So I know on last week, and I want to recap before we jump right into it, we had an amazing time, and our main point of interest dealt a lot with what new people and even seasoned individuals out here trying to get their coins deal with a lot of the power of no in your business to finally get a yes. And you led that call, and it was amazing. We've continued to get some great feedback. So I appreciate the dialogue that we had then and the exchange and the engagement that we had then. I know today's topic, we asked whether or not there were people who were interested in finding out the secret to getting your best partnership for giving real value. So that is our topic for today. If you guys are definitely interested in that, I need you guys to post a 7. I need you to post a 7 so that we can get started with the 7 secrets to getting your best partnership for just giving real value. That's how simple it is. If you can be you, if you can, get on here and talk about things that interest you and that people need help with, they need a solution for, then you will benefit from today's dialogue here with Liz the Boss. So I'll let her get started with introducing herself, where she is, where she's from, what she does, all that good stuff. And I will check a couple of the comments and respond on here, Liz, while you do that.
Thank you, Martina. Good afternoon, everyone, or either good afternoon or still good morning for some if you're in the central time. I am Liz the Boss, and What I do to help people is to recognize, my background for many years was in human resources. My role is to help people recognize when it is time to make a change in their career, or if they want to stay in that career, and if they decide to stay in that.
You froze
I'm
up on
sorry.
us. If you can hear me, there you go. You're back.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm sorry, guys. The power of live. When the phone rings, and I thought I turned it off, but I apologize. But anyway, my role, what I am currently doing is I have started my consulting business, and I am helping people to recognize how they can move forward within their careers, and how, when it is time, when they decide, I want to move on to something different, I want to become an entrepreneur, what are the steps to take that? And that's what I'm currently doing right now. And of course, learning new things with the great Martina on how to make sure that you are financially stable in life.
Absolutely. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate that. My name is Martina Britt Yelverton, and I am newly titled a brand master. I am an income strategist and a wealth builder. I like to help people both personally and through their business develop into, as my other partner would say, the person that they never had. So out here in our industry, a lot of leadership, strong leadership is lacking. And so Liz and I have come together to help people in those critical areas, whether it's on their job, working their W-2, or it's off their job, in their entrepreneurial career, help them, develop in business and personally so that they can succeed, bottom line. So today's topic, like I said, are the 7 secrets to getting your best partnership for just giving real value. People really don't understand the importance of attraction marketing. And because they don't understand that, they are out here, willy-nilly just throwing things out here into the eon and hoping that it will stick. And they don't know that there is a better way. They don't understand, and they don't realize that there is a better way. So thank you, Karesha, for posting that 7, and Natasha for posting that 7, and Vane for posting that 7. We're going to give you the 7 secrets to getting your best partnership. So forgive me for looking off, because I'm checking the notes as well, and I want to make sure that I'm able to post and comment as we go along. So we'll start with number 7. So in the 7 secrets to getting your best partnership, and again, once we finish up with 7, you guys are going to engage with us, and you're going to post the 6 so that you'll get the next one. So number 7, let's start with the word listen. If you're able to take notes, grab a notepad, pen, paper, and pay attention and grab these notes. So let's start with the word listen for number 7. Listen and watch, right? So if you listen purposely to the chatter, okay, it will tell you what the problem is, right? People will tell you the problem so that you can find the solution, right? So if you listen to people enough, if you watch them enough, if you pay attention to social media chatter, purposefully pay attention to social media chatter, it will allow you to find your solution to help people. Right? So if you're trying to find partnerships and you're trying to help people genuinely, then you should listen to the chatter that's going on. Watch the chatter that's going on. I know really very popular right now is a lot of people are coming to the end of the year, right? They want resolutions to get in place. They're going to want to start the new year with resolutions, and they're going to want to do it a certain way. Well, we're telling you start now, right? So that you're already have a well-oiled wheel going, right? So if you go in here and you listen to enough chatter and you pay attention to enough of what's going on, then you will be able to find your solution to help those people, right? So credit is an issue right now. People are coming into New Year. Listen to what their needs are with regards to credit, right? People have not done correct documentation throughout the year for their business, right? So you have a solution for that. So you just have to pay attention and listen, and you will get what you need to be able to provide a solution. So someone go ahead and type in for me 7/listen, parentheses, watch, however you want to type that. But the first tip that we're giving you is number 7. We're going to count backwards, and you should be listening and you should be watching so that you can provide the solution. Because again, people will tell you what the problem is, and then you can provide the solution. Do you have anything to add to number 7 before we move into 6, Liz?
Yeah, what I would add to 7 when it comes to listening, a lot of times, especially when we're trying to help people, we don't listen to what they need so we can hear that pain and know exactly what they need. We jump in and we cut them off, and we try to tell them what they need, basically from our facial expressions, by not listening. The key to being able to get your clients, the key to being able to understand your employees, if they're employees of yours, is to listen and hear what they're saying. A lot of times, if you just sit back and listen, you'll always close the sale. And the sale is not necessary that someone is buying something from you, but you'll close the sale because you get that person to believe in you, understand you, and they will always come back to you for whatever their needs are. So the key is to listen.
Absolutely. So if you want to hear tip number 6 on how to get your best partnership for just giving real value, let me see you guys go ahead and post that 6. I definitely concur with you. A lot of people, they talk before they listen. So they're busy talking over the individual. And if you're talking over the individual, you can't give them a solution because you haven't heard the problem. So that 100, right. And like you say, if you listen hard enough, you will easily close the sale. Thank you, Natasha, for posting that 6. So into number 6 tip on how you can get your best partnership for just giving real value is to review, right? Review is tip number 6. You want to review your archive, your network, your notes, your system, whatever it is where you have the answer. You want to review that information so that you have everything that you need to prosper and position what that person needs, right? So you want to review what you have. That means you go find the answer so that you can provide the answer. So in number 6, you want to review again, I'll say your archive, your network, your note. You have to find the solution because you already have it. Believe it or not, I'm not sure if someone, especially Pastor Kirk Wheeler, will tell me where it is. You have everything you need to succeed. He's already placed everything in you. And if he's brought a person into your presence who has a problem, you have the solution, right? You have it somewhere in you. Between the two of you, you have it. And you will be able to close the sale if you listen first. And then you reviewed your situation to figure out where is the answer to their problem. That's tip number 6. Would you like to add anything to that?
Well, in adding to about reviewing, a lot of times when we're sitting and we're talking to people, the one thing we don't do is sit down and we fail to take notes from people. We fail to notice their facial expressions, their expressions overall. So whenever you're sitting with someone, the key when you're going back to understand what you can offer them, and that is part of your review, is to sit down and look at your notes and think about the things that they have said. And you can always go back to them, especially if they have decided that I'm not sure I want to work with you right now, and help them to understand why they need you. So remember, the key is to listen, then review and understand so that you can go back and help people understand why they need you.
Absolutely. Listen to what she said. That's really, really important. If you think about what Liz just said, you want, like she just said, a lot of times that person does not know whether or not they want to work with you, right? So it's not tooting your own horn to tell them where your strengths are. Review yourself. How can I best support this person? Like Liz has told you, she has many, many years of value that is nested in the HR department to help people understand, what they need to do correctly when they're coming to hire, even when they're transitioning out of that hire and into the entrepreneurial life, right? Those are points that she actually has of value to her that you would want to listen in so that you can understand how she could help you. If you're just listening, right, and you're not following up with how you can best position that person, you're going to miss the sale as well. So don't be afraid to say and to sell your value in a situation. So go ahead and post a 5 if you want to know the tip number 5 on how to get your best partnership for just giving real value. First, we've told you to listen, right, so that you can hear what the problem is. 6, we've told you to review your network or your archives or your system so that you can actually give them the solution. And number 5, as soon as we see that 5 pop up, we'll be more than ready to give you number 5 because we're getting down to the very, very good here. And number 5 is going to to really kind of rock your boat here just a little bit, but I promise you, it is the key. And it's not right there in the middle, and it's not number one, but it is the key to why and how you would be able to get your very best partnership for just giving real value. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you for being so attentive and prompt with your answers as well. So number 5, attract, right? Attract. You really want to attract the individual to you, and here's how. You want to use solution-based terminology, keywords. You want to use something that provides the solution and attracts people to you. You want to use your tools and the right words to draw people to you so that you can do what? You can listen and review and give someone the answer, right? So if you know that your solution involves credit repair, right? Then anything that you're putting out to attract people to you needs to have the solution to your credit repair issues, right? If you know that you're trying to help a business get their documents in order, then you want to put out information that is going to track the information to you, track the client to you based on the information that you put out. You want to talk about, we're getting close to the end of the year, guys, and I have what you need to get your business documents in order. If you're not budgeting, you're not ready to start the new year off prosperous, right? I have a personal budgeting tool that would be able to help you. If you have products in your household that you feel are not the best for you or your family, I have a tool, I have a system, I have products, I have a link, I have something that will help you get products inside your home that would help clear the atmosphere, that would be healthier for you. You have to use solution-based keywords and terminology that will draw the people to you. So you want to attract the people to you by using solution-based keywords that will bring the people to you. You don't have to throw up all over everybody. You know you have the answer. Use your tools. Anything you'd like to add to that, Liz?
Well, on attraction, I would like to say that a lot of times when we're trying to attract people to our businesses or to things.
I lost you. I'm sure you'll be back in just a minute, but I think it's my end.
Yes,
not
I
your
apologize, guys.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times when we're trying to attract people, we fall into the mode of thinking we can attract people by having small conversation, or we may have met them a couple of times and we think they're going to just be automatically and immediately attracted to what we have to offer. And that is not the case. People want to know that you hear them, you're listening to them, and that you understand about them. And when you're trying to attract people into your business, you can't make it about you. So when if you have the solution to someone's pain, they need to know that through what you're offering. So as Martina has said, if you're talking to someone and they're telling you, I want to buy me a home and I'm having all these issues with my credit, a lot of this stuff is not my own, I don't know how to take it off. Well, if your solution is go to Google and Google it, then they're not going to work with you. But if your solution is saying, I think I have something that can work for you, then guess what? They're going to listen and hear what you have to say. If you have someone who says, I have asthma and I'm constantly trying to figure out what is the right product for me to clean my home instead of having to go get a cleaning lady, then you need to have the solution to that before you start talking to them about, well, have you tried this new product on the shelf at Walmart? Have you tried that? That's not what people want to hear because they're talking to you. So you need to attract them with what you can offer, not with what they already may know or have heard from someone else. And you also have to make sure that you have something to back up that and make them feel comfortable that you have gotten information that is of value to them and you giving information that is of value to them. So just remember, when you're trying to attract your audience, it's about you having the solution and getting them to understand that your solution will solve their problem.
Absolutely. One thing very key in what you just said was ensuring that you have something to back up what it is that you're saying. So if you've used the product, then you have your own testimony. If your team has used the product, then you have your team's testimony. You know what I'm saying? If you have the resource written by URL link, make sure you stay to the end of the live, guys, because we have a gift for you, and it is a huge gift for you that is going to really back up the information that we are giving you. So that is like creme de la creme, as they would say. Liz, you want to make sure that you have something to back up. If you just say, oh yeah, you should go to Google and just Google it, or oh yeah, you should go to Walmart and just buy it, then you're really not an expert in that field. You should be able to say, well, when I tried it, or when I did it, or when I completed my taxes with my CPA, they loved me. I didn't have to pay any extra fees because I used the system. Or I can see the weight loss in my home. I can see the attitude change in my home. You know, you need to be an actual product of the service, so that you can back it up. So in number 4, thank you again, Natasha. Number 4, with regards to the 7 tips to getting your best partnership, is to connect with the person, to engage with the person, right? To answer questions, to comment, to share. I hope you guys who are still hanging in with us here on your lunch hour, and we understand that, have taken the opportunity to share this to your page so other people can see these great and amazing 7 tips. Then you want to actually engage with people when they comment on the live. This live is not just for us, it's for you to share. And I will get very, very, very much into at the very end why it's important for you to share. And it's going to blow your mind why it's important for you to share. But you want to give people who deserve your time the time they deserve, and don't let others waste your time. You cannot get that back. You cannot get that time back. So be intentional with your time. Don't just get out here and take the time to scroll and troll social media. Be purposeful in what you're looking for, what you're listening for, looking inside of your archives for what you can supply the people with. Make sure that you use keywords that attract the people to you, and then you put it out there and you engage and connect with the people. Be purposeful about your time. Don't let anybody waste your time, and only give your time to the people who what? Deserve it. Who deserve your time. Anything you like to add to that one?
You know, Martina just spoke, and those were true words. Do not allow people to just take on your time, and the time is no value. You're losing value.
What in the world, guys? I'm telling you, the devil don't want us to be great. What in the world? I'm like blown away. Like, why? Now y'all see I wasn't touching the screen or nothing. It just whoop, cut completely out on us. That's crazy. So I'm gonna have to merge these together. Oh wow. So let's see here, Liz. Let me see if I can add you back. So wow, because I saw it pop out on the computer, but I could still see us dialoguing here. That is crazy. He don't want us to be great. He does not want us to be great. What in the world? Thank you, Red, for popping back in. I appreciate it. I sent the invite to try to get you back on the live, Liz. I have no idea what happened. No idea what happened. Welcome, Winter Bobo. I don't know what happened. Finally got over the technical issues. We were grooving and flowing and going just fine. Let me try to invite you again. See what happens. I know, just unreal. That craziness.
I'm not sure what happened either, but you know what? We're going to be great. We're going to be great. So there's no stopping that.
No, none whatsoever. So you were in the point of connecting with the people and ensuring that people, you don't allow people to waste your time.
Yes, guys. In closing that point, the key is to always remember that when you're connecting with people, you must engage. God, this is ridiculous today. The number of, I never get this much on my phone, but today we're going to get this done one way or another. But however, remember, when you connect with people, you're connecting with people to engage with them, to get them to work with you or to buy whatever it is that the product that you have to offer them, and to understand their needs.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we'll go ahead and move down into point number 3, because that was a great segue, Liz. For you to segue into point number 3 is to convert them. It's to carry them over or to capture their information, right? So if you look at point number 3, someone want to type in a 3 so we can go ahead and give you that point, which is to convert them, right? You want to make sure that you take the opportunity to convert them. You want to take the conversation to where the solution sale or the next step is, right? So if you know that you've heard the pain point that that individual has, where they talked about that they just cannot seem to get the house, the car, the apartment, the credit card, whatever it is that they're trying to get because of their credit, you've heard their pain point, and you need to then what? You listen, you've heard it, review your system, and figure out how you can get that information to them. Never be afraid to ask for the sale. That's actually moving into point number 2, to close the deal, right? Don't be afraid to ask for the partnership, because you are in control, right? You need to convert them. You need to move them to where the answer is, with whether it's a website, whether it's a product you're handing them, whether it's a service that you're giving them. You need to move them into where the sale is. And then number 2, you need to close the deal. Never be afraid to ask for the sale. Why? Because you're there to help them. You making that sale is not about you. If you have the right mindset, you making that sale is about what you originally listened for, right? And it's what you need to do to help them get out of their situation, to help them with their tax preparation, to help them with the atmosphere in their household, to help them with their weight loss, to help them with their credit situation, to help them get rid of debt. Whatever it is, it's about you helping them. So why are you afraid to ask for the sale? You're afraid to ask for the sale because you don't have the right mindset about why you're there to help them. You should never be afraid to convert them to where the answer is, or to close the deal, because you're giving them the solution to their problem. Never be afraid to ask for the sale or close the deal. Anything you want to add to those points to convert them or to close the deal?
Yes, I will quickly say that if you have listened, engaged, reviewed, attract, and when you finally get to the point of converting and closing, you have to remember, by that point, that person should know exactly who you are. They should know exactly what you have to offer. And you should not even have a second thought about closing that sale. In fact, if you've done it right, you won't have to worry about the closure of the sale, because they're going to tell you they're going to close. And that's what you want to get to, where if you've worked all those things we talked about, they will tell you, I am ready to close. I am ready to convert it and close it, and let's take it out. And that's how important the steps that we mentioned earlier are, because that's what gets you to that point of converting and closing.
Absolutely, absolutely. And finally, point number 1, I bet you no one can guess what this is. I will give it a moment. I'm going to recap. And while I'm recapping and you guys are listening, can anyone guess what point number 1, the most important of the 7 tips to getting your best partnership just for giving real value is? Can anybody guess what number 1 is? I'll let you type that, and I will continue to thank people. Thank you for jumping back on with us, Miss Deborah Wiggins. So good to always see you. Thank you, Winter Bobo, for popping on. Thank you, Red, for always sticking and staying. I appreciate it. Welcome, Miss Phyllis George. Welcome, Tawana Haskins. So good to see you guys. I'm praying and hoping that the broadcast did happen. If not, we will definitely share it afterwards. So you guys are going to get 2 shares at this point. Forget to the real. You're going to get 2 shares because we have 2 videos that we're going to, push together. And of course, when I push this out on YouTube, it'll be one nice chunk together video. So I don't see anyone guessing, but because we're right on our close hour of 1:05, I'm going to go ahead and give you point number 1. Now, my partner has been sitting here doing it the entire time. Be enthusiastic, smile, and thank the people. I'm going to read my notes right here. It says, thank you is the most powerful word that you can ever use, because it validates people, right? More than you would believe. And guess what? it gives them the permission to thank you as well. Thank you is the most powerful word. So you want to be enthusiastic, and you don't have a choice but to be enthusiastic if you believe in what you're talking about, right? And you want to smile. Thank you, Miss Deborah. Know your self-worth, right? You're giving them a solution. You should be excited about that, right? You're giving them the answer to their problem. You should be excited about that. You should be enthusiastic about that. And you should always be smiling. Think about it. When you smile at someone, don't they smile back? It's contagious, guys. It's contagious. So I'm going to let you chat on that for just a minute while I type it in, and then we're going to get into the bonus thing that we're giving you guys, and we'll close it out.
Okay, I would like to start off by thanking everyone who's taken the time to join us on this video. Remember, we will be doing it every Wednesday at 11:30 a.m., 12:30 p.m., 11:30 a.m., I'm sorry, Central Time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. There will be a lot of subjects that we will be talking about to help everyone be able to move further in their business. If you're not in a business, it may entice you to join a business, but I certainly would like to thank everyone. I see that Terry Hatcher is watching, Leon, Herschel, Red, Deborah, Ambrosia, Martin, all of you, Michelle, James, Erica, all of you have joined us, Stacy. Thank you guys. We really appreciate it. Thanking you is not enough because you're taking time out of your schedule to hear what we have to say. And we really appreciate that. And a lot of you probably joined this because you were curious about what were the things we were talking about, or you are in a business, or you just want to support us. And so for whatever reason you joined today, I say thank you. And I have always been an individual who believes in thanking people because remember, people don't have to take their time to listen or hear what you have to say. Even when someone decides that they are not going to join your business, they are not going to help you in your business, but they have taken the time to at least hear what you had to say, they deserve a thank you. And the one thing that I always like to do is when I interact with someone, I like to send them a personal thank you. There's nothing like going to your mailbox and getting a nice thank you card from someone because they appreciated what you did for them. So remember, thank you is very powerful and it will take you a long way in your business. So do not forget that. And again, I would like to thank my partner, Martina Britt Yelverton. Guys, you have no idea how powerful this woman is and what she does every day, the things that she has taught me. I came from a corporate America as an employee, so I have an employee mindset. And every time I talk to her, she instills in me the importance of getting away from being an employee and becoming an employer. So remember, you have to find people who are better than you and show you greatness. Just remember that, guys. And a lot of times they may not even know how much greatness they're showing you. But because she believed in me, she asked me to join her on this platform. So I thank her for that. I thank each one of you for joining me. And guys, remember, come back on next Wednesday. It'll be even greater. We will be talking about, and I'm going to step out on a limb and say this, we will be talking about how do you decide to either stay where you are and still be an entrepreneur or move from where you are and become an entrepreneur.
Wow. How to stay where you are and be an entrepreneur, or how to move from where you are to become an entrepreneur. That's tight. That's tight. Thank you so much, Liz, for those kind words. I appreciate it. I know you guys may, hear a lot of times when we really bless each other, but that's genuine love. That's genuine support of another sister who sees a gift that I have. Like, I'm so excited just for her receiving my invitation to be on this platform and to bless you guys. That's really important. I could have extended it and she could have said no, so you have to be able to receive as well as to extend. So I thank you. I thank you for your spirit as well. One of the important things that she said is, like she was saying about thanking you and I mean, thanking people when they partner with you because they are giving their time. We want to make sure that we bless you. As a bonus here, one of the things that goes along with the 7 tips is the fortune is in the follow-up, right? People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So one of the things that you need to do is make sure you take note of your followers. and your interested people, and the people who attend your webinars or your seminars, or even those who receive your information, really, because you need to genuinely understand who they are, how they're doing. Extend a question monthly, weekly, how they're doing, how things are going, for them. And if you have something that you can give them or offer them, something as simple as a card and a mail will bless them. You don't know how that could touch someone, right? So you want to make sure that you're always in the giving, because you have to give in order to receive. So from us, I'm going to go ahead and populate the link, and then I'll tell you about it, and we'll go ahead and let you get back to your lunch hour. So here's the link to 10 free ebooks, right? To start someone on different areas or pointers that you may find that they need help in. If you go over to bit.ly/get my free ebooks, what that is going to do is it's going to take you to a Google area, right? Inside of that Google area that it is going to take you to are going to be 10 free downloadable ebooks. Your first year in network marketing, referral marketing success, the process of the law of attraction, 60 days to getting fit, self-improvement handbook, a financial management PDF, free website traffic, techniques for online marketing, introduction to finance, 10 ebooks, right? That you guys can look through that information. It's going to take you an amount of time, but isn't that nice to have inside of your own portfolio? 10 ebooks to be able to bless somebody with. Yes, you are available to download these. And if you have someone who you know is struggling in the area of website traffic, send them an ebook. So we're gifting you something that you can now gift to other people. They may help them personally as far as getting fit, or they may help them professionally as far as website traffic, right? We appreciate you, and we want you to understand that we're here for you. We're here for ourselves, but more importantly, we're here for you. You hear me say all the time, I selfishly help as many people as I possibly can, because the more of you I help, the further up I will go. So I selfishly help as many people as I possibly can, because I need my circle of influence to be prosperous, right? To be positioned, to be doing the very best that they can. So thank you again for your time today, Liz. Thank you, everyone who has been watching today. Thank you for popping off and popping back in. All those amazing names that you named on your end, that I named on my end. Thank you guys for continuing to follow us. Definitely hashtag Liz the Boss to see who this boss lady is. Find her on multiple platforms. Find myself, Martina Britt Yelverton, on multiple platforms, and continue to follow us. We will continue to give real value to help you get your best partnership ever, to be very successful. So thank you for your time, to your success. My name is Martina Britt Yelverton.
I am Liz the Boss, and remember, to be great, you have to become a student of greatness.
Yes, that's good.
And Martina, thank you again. Letta, thank you for coming in on, and we hope that you catch the replay. Guys, have a great week. Have a successful week. And remember, don't ever let anyone take your sunshine.